Have you ever dreamed of having a garden bursting with vibrant colors, the kind that instantly transports you to a tropical paradise? Bougainvillea might just be the answer. This plant is not only stunning, but incredibly resilient once established, making it a favorite for gardeners all over the world. Did you know that Bougainvillea can thrive in some of the hottest climates and even tolerate drought? In fact, they've been recorded growing in temperatures as high as 100 degrees Fahrenheit. But here's the real secret. You can grow this show-stopping plant from a simple cutting, and it's easier than you think. Stick around, because in this video, I'll walk you through every step you need to know to grow your own Bougainvillea from a cutting. No green thumb required. Let's get started. Bougainvillea, with its vibrant colors and ability to transform a garden or patio into a tropical paradise, is a favorite among many plant enthusiasts. Although they can look intimidating to grow due to their thorny branches and fast-growing nature, propagating Bougainvillea from cuttings is actually quite straightforward if you know the right steps. Why choose Bougainvillea? Bougainvillea is not just known for its striking, bright flowers, but also for its versatility and resilience. Native to South America, this plant thrives in warm, sunny environments, making it perfect for many parts of the U.S., especially in zones 9 to 11. The colorful flowers you see on Bougainvillea are actually not flowers, but bracts, modified leaves that surround tiny white flowers in the center. These bracts can come in various colors, from fuchsia and purple to red, pink, orange, and white. Bougainvillea is popular in landscapes, as it can be trained as a shrub, vine, or even a container plant. Growing Bougainvillea from cuttings allows you to replicate a parent plant and enjoy more of these beauties in your garden without the need for expensive nursery purchases. When to take cuttings. Timing is key when it comes to propagating Bougainvillea. Ideally, you should take your cuttings during the plant's active growing season. This typically occurs in late spring through early summer. Avoid taking cuttings in winter when the plant is dormant, as they are less likely to root successfully during this period. It's also important to choose healthy, semi-hardwood stems. Semi-hardwood refers to the part of the stem that is not too young and soft, but also not completely hardened by growth. These stems will be pliable but firm, and they typically root the best. Tools you'll need. Before getting started, gather the following tools. A pair of sharp pruning shears or a knife, make sure they are sanitized. A small pot or container with drainage holes. While draining potting, mix a blend of sand, perlite, and peat works well. Rooting hormone optional, but it can speed up the rooting process. A clear plastic bag or plastic cover to create a mini greenhouse. Step-by-step guide to growing Bougainvillea from cuttings. 1. Select the right stem. Choose a healthy Bougainvillea plant for your cutting. Look for a stem that is semi-hardwood, meaning it's mature but still flexible. The best cutting is about 4 to 6 inches long with a few nodes, the small bumps where leaves and branches grow. These nodes are crucial, as this is where new roots will form. 2. Make a clean cut. Using a pair of sharp, clean pruning shears, cut the stem at a 45-degree angle. A slanted cut increases the surface area for rooting. Make sure the stem you've chosen is healthy. Avoid any signs of disease, such as spots or discoloration. It's a good practice to sterilize your tools before cutting to prevent introducing any pathogens to the plant. 3. Remove lower leaves. Strip the leaves from the lower half of the cutting, leaving just a few at the top. This helps the cutting focus its energy on growing roots rather than sustaining leaves. If the remaining leaves are large, consider cutting them in half to further reduce the energy needed for leaf maintenance. 4. Apply rooting hormone, optional but recommended. While Bougainvillea can root without the help of a rooting hormone, using one can increase your chances of success. Simply dip the cut end of the stem into a rooting hormone powder. This encourages the formation of roots more quickly and can prevent rot. 5. Prepare the potting mix. Bougainvillea requires excellent drainage, so it's essential to use a well-draining potting mix. A combination of 50% perlite and 50% peat moss or coarse sand creates the ideal environment. Avoid heavy, moisture-retentive soils, as this can lead to root rot. 6. Plant the cutting. Make a small hole in the center of your potting mix and gently insert the cutting. Make sure that at least 1 or 2 nodes are buried under the soil, as this is where the roots will develop. Press the soil around the cutting to secure it in place, ensuring the cutting remains upright. 7. Water and cover. Lightly water the soil, making sure it's moist but not waterlogged. Bougainvillea doesn't like wet feet, so be careful not to overwater. After watering, cover the pot with a clear plastic bag or place it under a plastic dome. This creates a humid environment, which helps prevent the cutting from drying out while encouraging root development. Make sure the plastic doesn't touch the cutting by using small stakes or sticks to keep it elevated. 8. Provide the right conditions. Bougainvillea thrives in warm, sunny environments, so place your pot in a location that receives plenty of indirect sunlight. The ideal temperature for root development is between 70 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit, 21 to 29 degrees Celsius. Avoid placing it in direct sunlight, as this can cause the cutting to overheat and dry out. 9. Monitor and maintain moisture. Check the cutting regularly to ensure the soil stays moist but not soggy. If the soil dries out too quickly, mist the cutting or the inside of the plastic cover to maintain humidity. Roots typically start to form in 4 to 8 weeks, but it's important to be patient. Bougainvillea can be slow to establish. 10. Transplanting your new plant. After 8 to 12 weeks, gently tug on the cutting. If you feel resistance, it means roots have formed. Once the cutting is well rooted, it's time to transplant it to a larger pot or directly into your garden. If you're planting it outdoors, ensure you choose a spot with well-draining soil and plenty of sunlight. Bougainvillea loves the heat and sun. Tips for success. Patience is key. Bougainvillea is a slow-rooting plant, so don't be discouraged if you don't see immediate growth. Don't overwater. Bougainvillea is drought-tolerant once established, but while rooting, the cutting needs just enough moisture to keep it from drying out. Too much water can cause the cutting to rot before it has a chance to grow. Give it sunlight. This plant thrives in full sun, so once your cutting is established, make sure it's in a sunny location. Fertilize sparingly. Bougainvillea doesn't require a lot of feeding, especially when young. Use a balanced fertilizer sparingly once the plant begins to grow. Common issues to watch out for. Rotting cuttings. If your cutting turns black or mushy, it's likely a sign of rot, often due to too much water or poor drainage. Ensure the soil is light and airy and avoid overwatering. Slow growth. Bougainvillea can be slow to root, so it's important not to rush the process. Keep providing the right conditions and give it time. Leaf drop. If your cutting loses its leaves, it could be due to stress from overwatering or insufficient light. Adjust your care routine and make sure it's getting enough indirect light. Why Bougainvillea is worth the effort. Once established, Bougainvillea is a resilient, low-maintenance plant that can provide years of vibrant color. Whether you grow it in a pot, train it up a trellis, or let it spill over a wall, Bougainvillea will reward you with a stunning display that's sure to impress. Plus, by growing it from cuttings, you can multiply your favorite varieties and share them with friends or fill your garden with their vivid hues. There is something truly special about watching Bougainvillea flourish. Personally, I find caring for this plant incredibly rewarding, its vibrant bracts lighting up the garden with minimal effort once it's established. And here's an interesting fact: Bougainvillea can bloom for up to 11 months in warm climates. Imagine having that kind of color in your garden almost all year long. Propagating Bougainvillea from cuttings may require patience and a bit of care, but it's a rewarding process that allows you to enjoy the beauty of this plant without breaking the bank. With the right timing, tools, and techniques, you can easily grow new Bougainvillea plants that will brighten your garden for years to come. So, why not give it a try? I'd love to hear your experiences with Bougainvillea, whether you're a first-time gardener or have been growing them for years. Have you tried propagating from cuttings before? What challenges or successes have you had? Let me know in the comments below. Your feedback and stories can help others on their plant journey too. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. And if you're passionate about gardening or just want to learn more about plant care, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future tips and tutorials. Happy gardening!